What's going on, everyone? iLoot Games here, back with another video, and I have once again not slept, so you guys are welcome. But I know no one wants to read all these patch notes. There's just way too much information here. So the official notes just came out. I'm going to go ahead and go over them so you can listen to them in my ASMR voice and not have to read them yourself. You guys are lucky. I don't have anyone to do that for me, so kind of sucks, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it, but let's add a little something to the mix here. I'm going to go ahead and pick a couple of you guys to win some Apex coins to celebrate the new season. All you got to do is make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, like button, and comment down below what you're most excited about to see with this new season. So let's go ahead and get started though. New energy, more action. Grab the squad because the games have a whole new energy. Drop back into the fight with revivals. Feel your power surge with Akimbo. Use 2 new battle scent features now in on your enemies in the heat of the fight, and more updates that make the Outlands legendary for all. Hone your skills in Bot Royale and hit new heights in E-District, your very own neon playground. Customize stat trackers to suit your needs or your ships, and you'll automatically unlock 3 new ones for logging in this season. Time to tap in, legend. So we got the new map here. This map was designed to offer players a fresh and innovative experience while it retains the core elements that define a great Apex map. We also push the boundaries by incorporating numerous buildings, emphasizing verticality, and creating varied landscapes. These changes ensure some of the most diverse fights and in-ring locations across the map. Shockwave map rotation. The following maps will be available in pubs and ranked for the first half of the season. Broken map, E-District, and Storm Point. So we're going to have all the newest maps. That's going to be a lot of fun. As an introduction to our newest map, E-District will be the dedicated featured map for a limited time. Let the energy of the neon lights energize your squad with each pub match for the first week and each ranked match for the first 72 hours of the season. So we're going to be stuck on this map for a bit, but you know what? That'll give us a chance to explore. Control and Recon class perks. This season, we're beginning a much more intentional push on what classes mean to the core of the game by bringing new tactical class passives to the controller and recon classes. Both will continue to bring strategic depth to their squad via interactions with survey beacons and ring consoles, but they'll now have new intrinsic power that better supports their role in the team. So controller class new perks. Zone Overcharge. Controller legends now have extra shield capacity when playing in zone. The zone automatically grants an overcharge of 25 HP shield capacity. This capacity is permanent while the players remain in zone, white ring area on the map. Overcharge is lost when leaving zone after 5-second delay. Overcharge can be healed with cells, batteries, and abilities while in zone. If a player enters the zone at full shields, the overcharge pip will fill automatically. If a player acquires a shield core that overcharges beyond this extra zone capacity, that additional overcharge will still drain normally, but the zone overcharge will remain. Zone overcharge will never enhance legend armor beyond maximum red capacity. New quality of life update. Remote pickup. Controller legends can now remotely pick up their undamaged tacticals by looking back at them and pressing a button. Additionally, if the player abandons the area, they will, I'm assuming it means, be prompted to recover all possible objects. Remotely recovering these objects will restore the tactical charge. Developer note, Controller legends are at their best when playing for zone position. This season, we're rewarding that behavior in legends who don't want to skim the edges of the battle hunting for Evo and instead allow them to maintain an equal footing on their armor when playing to their strengths. Gaining knowledge of the next ring and keeping a good position will be important to maintain this advantage. Additionally, we notice that many new players to the controller class struggle with management of their tacticals. This takes a step towards making it more desirable to experiment with traps or to feel more comfortable setting up shop with less worry about having to abandon your entire setup to move to a slightly better building. We want controller players to play with their kit more freely and not have to do extra running around to recycle charges or feel locked into their setup that they have to move. Now the Recon class, new class perk. Threat Vision. Legends now gain Threat Vision when aiming down sights. Threat Vision will highlight enemies that the character has line of sight to whenever using ADS. So whenever they aim down sights, it will highlight them, but it will not work through walls or smoke, and it's limited in range by the type of scope or zoom range of an ability. Survey Beacons. Faster to use. It's now 3 seconds. It was 7.5. Shortened range to 500 meter was originally scanning the entire map, no longer randomly distributed, and all will now be turned on with every map. Scanning now grants 75 Evo, it was 200 Evo, now pulses 3 times over 15 seconds, with each pulse taking a snapshot of enemies in range for 5 seconds. Now release a large in-world scan wave that players can spot to identify an activated beacon. Enemies no longer receive a scan message. Enemies scan will display along the edges of the mini-map even if not in. Dev note, Recon legends are defined as legends who are about enemy intel and tracking, which is a core part of each character's play pattern, but to date, the only class benefit was something players had to seek out via survey beacons. We're ratcheting up the scouting role for Recon legends this season and putting class power directly into their hands. With ADS threat vision, these characters are now adept at spotting distant targets for their team and now innately do something that no other class can. The changes to survey beacons should allow players to make them a more tactical part of their play rather than just a strategic element. The full map scan was really only useful to a small number of high-level players, and often the scan messaging would turn your team into a magnet for others to hunt. Now, being more frequent, faster to use, and giving more intel for longer makes it easier to use the beacons with confidence and hunt in the immediate area or note secure pass out of a POI for rotation. Now, there's been an update to stat trackers also. We've made a huge quality of life upgrade to stat trackers and are separating out the stat and the art. You'll now be able to set these on your legend banner cards separately. The art of your trackers have also been made universal, which means they can be applied to any legend banner card. We wanted to give players more ways to customize their banner cards and let you show off your more than just one legend there. It's also a great way to show off your legend ships. Log in at any point during Shockwave to automatically unlock 3 new stat trackers to add to your mix and match collection. Shockwave Battle Pass. For a summary of the updated Battle Pass offerings, please go check out probably here's too long to with the launch of Season 22 on August 6th, which is tomorrow, through a Split 1, we want to give you an opportunity to get the Premium Battle Pass. You can unlock it by completing a series of simple in-game challenges before the end of Split 1. Play 2 matches in trios on a specific map, deal 1,000 damage as Recon or Controller Legends in BR, open 15 supply bins in any mode, deal 500 damage in BR with a specific weapon, complete 10 levels of the Battle Pass. Starting with Split 2 on September 17th, you can get the Premium Battle Passes the same way as before, using 950 Apex coins. You'll be able to earn enough Apex coins via the Battle Pass to get future passes. The Battle Pass options now include better rewards, and with the retuned Battle Pass challenges, it'll be faster to complete at only 60 levels. Balance updates. We see the care package EVA 8 returns to the floor. Blast pattern size slightly increased. Damage increased to 7. Fire rate decreased. Now takes a boosted loader hop up. 4 shots remaining activation. Quick reload overflows magazine by 2. Slight increase to recoil. R99 enters the care package. ADS strafing speed increased. Improved recoil. New feature, damage fall off. Damage increased to 14 at close range. Damage falls off to 10 at 11 plus meters. No movement penalty when equipped. Evo cash spawn rate in the first wave increased to 100% and was only 50%. Gold weapon rotation, Mozambique Akimbo, P2020 Akimbo, R301 Rampage, and the Sentinel. Gameplay updates, aim assist, console crossplay into PC lobbies, aim assist strength reduced 18%, console performance mode crossplay into PC lobbies, aim assist strength reduced 22%, controller on PC aim assist strength reduced 25%. Dev note, we value our accessibility as a cross-platform game, but it's equally important for us to monitor that ecosystem. Experiential stories from all types of players tracks with the data we're seeing when it comes to encounter win rate between different peripherals. Apex Legends is a competitive shooter, and simply put, aim assist is too strong. Aim assist will never be removed as it's a critical accessibility feature. Console lobbies remain unaffected. This only impacts players on controllers in PC lobbies, our most competitive ecosystem. This change doesn't solve the intricacies of all aim assist hot topics, but it should help level the playing ground. Aim flinch. Aim flinch has been removed from all weapons and most abilities. Damage from the ring still incurs aim flinch. Let's be honest, no one really had love for aim flinch. We've made the call to eliminate it from all weapons and most legend abilities. However, there are some legend abilities that do benefit from the added feedback, like Dunking on someone with a Newcastle ult. We'll keep an eye on abilities that may need additional feedback as we see how this change affects the game. Loot bin reset. Starting with Shockwave, all loot bins will close and re-roll their loot with significantly increased chance at high tier and rare loot at the midway point of the match. Bins that have been re-rolled will appear slightly differently than the ones that have never been opened. After the reset, multiple bins will convert into legendary loot bins that provide smart loot, guaranteeing that the contents to be relevant upgrades for a squad. Mythic bin. One mythic bin will spawn into the match with one random care package weapon, gold version weapons of those that the squad is running at the time of opening the bin, medical supplies and grenades, large XP bonus to the squad. Mythic bins are locked and require players to hold interact on them for a significant amount of time to crack them open for their team. Displayed on the map and minimap. Loot pool. Reduce the spawn rate of purple and gold attachments by 50%. Dev note. Access to high tier attachments in the early game have started to feel too common, which results in squashing the power progression over the course of a match. By reducing the amount of high tier loot in the early games, players will be fighting on more even terms. To compensate for this reduction, loot bin reset improves the overall quality of loot in the world, which should provide a much smoother transition to in-game power. Reorganization, death boxes and Loba black market. Healing items now have a dedicated row and have been removed from the consumable category. Shield cores have been moved to the top of the gear category. These items are critical to a player's success in the Outlands. Bringing them up to the top with consistent position should expedite the looting process and eliminate some tedious scrolling to the players. Interesting. I mean, that's true. You just want the bats. You don't want to scroll for it, right? Traversal. Mantling at the same time in the same spot as a teammate no longer forces both players to drop. That's always nice because if you play with a pleb, I'm not going to say it this time. Battle sense. Better ammo awareness and feedback. Critical ammo state will now kick on when a player has 0 relevant ammo in their inventory. On screen, low ammo indicators kick on earlier, allowing players more opportunity to find ammo. Indicator also now displays the icon of the ammo type. Pinging for ammo will now display the ammo icon in the kill feed. When emptying a weapon of all reserve ammo, it will now automatically ping that the player is in need of ammo. When looking at ammo on the ground, the tooltip now displays compatibility with any of your current equipped weapons. Running out of ammo is never fun, and our low ammo states were set up in a way that didn't provide much time or information for players to action on. These changes intend to set up players for more success when it comes to maintaining their ammo economy. Enemy health bars. When damaging an enemy, players are now shown the enemy's armor and health state. This health bar is only active for a brief time after dealing damage and then fades away. Health bars, like enemy highlights, require direct line of sight. Enemy highlight. Enemy players now be highlighted with a red outline similar to how allies are highlighted with a blue one. The highlight is most prominent at close ranges and the intensity fades as targets get farther away. Enemy highlights require direct line of sight. You can breathe now, Bangalore mains. Both enemy health bars and enemy highlights can be toggled on and off in the settings. Visual clarity and accurate information are imperative to a player's success. These new features, highlighting health bars, and intended to level the player's playing field and combat intensity of battle. No one likes mag dumping into their squad mates' back because they totally thought that was the enemy lifeline. Experienced players can easily develop this skill to call out health values of enemies based on the amount of damage they are dealing and the various shield levels, but for newer players this can be a difficult task. Providing a visual aid for such critical information, we hope it evens the playing field a bit and can provide accurate and actionable information that can be relayed to the whole squad. You can really call out their one. I actually think now, after sitting on it for a bit, this is actually going to be a good change. Like the highlight, for example, will make it much easier to track someone if you are if you're on mouse and key. And like they said, you will be able to accurately call out the health of an enemy, which is going to be a big deal, especially when you're playing with players who might not be able to calculate it as quick, just like they said. So I actually think this might work out pretty well, but we'll have to see it in action. Ammo and attachments. Ammo spawn rates. Energy ammo reduced individual spawn rate. Light and heavy, slight increase to individual spawn rate. Shotgun and sniper, increase individual spawn rate. Ammo stack changes. Light ammo stack size increased to 72. It was 60. Energy ammo stack size decreased to 54. And shotgun ammo stack size increased to 20. Light ammo weapons have been overshadowed by our heavy and energy arsenal the last few seasons. With this set of changes, we're hoping the ammo economy for light will improve the viability and earn back a place in players' loadouts. Hop-ups, disruptor rounds removed from loot floor. New hop-up, gun shield generator. Usable by all LMGs, Spitfire, Rampage, L-Star, Devotion. When aiming down sights, automatically deploy a frontal gun shield. Gun shields absorbs 40 damage. Gun shield is recharged 12 seconds after taking damage or breaking. Improves Gibraltar's gun shield. Health is increased to 75 and gun shield recharge time remains the same as his passive. Weapons, the Akimbo dual wield 2 P2020s or 2 Mozambiques this season by finding and interacting with a second P2020 or Mozambique to automatically enter Akimbo mode. Aiming Titan tip fire spread instead of looking down sights. Attachments are mirrored to the second weapon. Both P2020 and Mozambique are automatic in Akimbo. Increased rate of fire, longer reload times, magazine side is doubled. Optics are disabled while in Akimbo. Toggle select fire to holster your second weapon and re-enter or re-enable your optic. LMGs, all LMGs now benefit from the reverse hip fire mechanic found on the care package Devotion. New hop-up, gun shield generator, see the above section. LMGs are great at suppressing enemies and unloading huge mags of consistent damage, but they can't compete with our more aggressive weapon types and raw damage output. So we're trying new vectors of strength, defense, and consistency. The gun shield generator is intended to allow players to challenge higher DPS weapons in a way that plays into their fantasy more than just increasing damage, while the reverse hipfire mechanic provides a more consistent close range option. Alternator mag size changes. Base is unchanged, white 23, blue 26, and purple 28. So it's got a buff. Car magazine size change. They buffed it to 22 on white, 24 on blue, and 27 on purple. Devotion in the care package. Empty reload speed decreased. Gun shield generator added. Reverse hipfire improved. Shots needed for max hipfire reduced to 14 and it was 21. That's gonna feel really good. Flatline magazine size changes. Base was 19. Base is 19, so it's got a bit of a nerf. White is now 23. It's been nerfed. Blue nerfed down to 27, and the purple and gold is now 29. Was 30. Havoc hipfire accuracy significantly reduced. Hemlock burst delay slightly increased. Damage reduced to 19. It was 20. Magazine size reduced. White is 21, it was 24. Blue is 24, it was 27. Purple was unchanged. Hemlock and Havoc have both been overperforming. These changes are intended to bring them more in line with the rest of the weapon roster. P2020, damage increased to 21, it was 18, that's pretty big. Hammer point damage decreased to 23, it was 27. Magazine size changes, the base has been reduced to 10, it was 14. White is 11, it was 16. Blue is 12, was 18. And purple is now 14, and it was 21. I'm not too sure about that one. Hammer point damage for a full burst on the Mozambique is reduced to 54, it was 60. Rate of fire significantly increased. Shotgun bolt rate of fire multiplier decreased at all levels. Massive damage increased to 15, it was 11. Pellet count reduced to 6, it was 8, and there's a new pattern that you can see on the screen there. Shotguns have been feeling inconsistent lately, so we're taking a swing at improving that consistency without cranking the total damage up. Reducing pellet count and increasing the per pellet damage should increase the average damage dealt. Peacekeeper damage increased per pellet to 11 was 9, pellet count reduced to 9 was 11. Blast pattern shape changed. R301 mag size changes. Base is now 21, it was 18. White is 23. Blue is 28, and purple is now 31 from 28. So we see that has been buffed. Re is going from 16 to 18 on the base, 19 to 20 on the white, 22 to 23 on the blue, and 25 to 26 on the purple. Increased projectile size while revved up for the Rampage. Zone overcharge, extra shield capacity when playing in zone. Quality of life remote pickup, remotely pick up their undamaged tacticals by looking back at them and pressing a button. Recon Legends class perk threat vision, gain threat vision when aiming down sights. Survey beacons, multiple updates, we've already talked about that. Alter, Void Nexus, channel time when knocked decreased to 2 seconds was 3. Chase portal duration decreased to 8 seconds was 10. Chase portal opening delay increased to 8 seconds was 6. Increased travel speed to Void Nexus by about 40%. Ult cooldown reduced to 3 minutes and it was 3.5 minutes. When knocked, you can travel to a friendly Void Nexus without looking at it by pressing character action. Dev note, when you're knocked, you're at your most vulnerable, and taking time to locate an object in the world and look at it for a period of time with no way to defend yourself is both challenging and risky. These changes should make it easier for a knocked teammate to safely use the Void Nexus and allow you to reset your squad quicker and more safely. removed option to press character action to destroy your own Void Nexus. It was common misconception that destroying your own Void Nexus prevented people from following you. In actuality, only prevented your teammates from using it. This feature was intended to be used only when Alter felt its placement was unsafe. In practice though, it was rarely used this way and mostly resulted in Alter destroying her own Void Nexus when trying to thank her teammates. Upgrades, level 2, ult cooldown removed. New Ringmaster, gain access to ring consoles. Ballistic Whistler lock on time decreased to 0.1 second, was 0.3 seconds. Crypto surveillance drone cooldown decreased to 30 seconds, was 40 seconds. Upgrades. New, it's called off the grid. Crypto becomes cloaked when in drone. While hidden from sight, crypto cloaking will still emit a close range cloaking sound to suss his location, and ability scans will still reveal his location. Threat vision related skills will not reveal crypto. Improved satellite imagery. Ult now scans anyone it hits for 4 seconds and will track through walls. Quick ping removed. Improved handling now integrated into base kit. Dev note, Crypto's upgrades were looking pretty one-sided, so we've made changes at both tiers to rival the dominant choices with new options that should introduce some interesting gameplay potential. Crypto's finally going off the grid, which should make players feel more safe playing in the drone, and the improvement to satellite imagery gives lasting potential to follow up on your successful EMP blast. We've also pushed the fun of a more responsive drone into every player's hands. Lifeline, upgrade gold plated, replace gold Evo cache with a battery. Lifeline has been showing some dominance in her recent resurgence, but the free level from the gold Evo caches and the gold knockdown shield from her upgraded ultimate were compounding her strength in a cheeky way. Bypassing the effort to earn that final armor tier, we feel there's enough power in guaranteeing the gold knockdown shield to retain the gold girl without the free pass to max level. Rampart, Sheila, ammo drains from Pip charge with use. Maximum number of place turrets allowed is now 1. Need 1 pip of ultimate charge to draw or place Sheila. No longer requires a full charge to equip, now uses an ammo style ultimate model. Sheila isn't as slept on as she once was, but we were seeing some players struggling to micromanage the cooldown of the ultimate, given that you had to drain the ammo or plant it to not wind up accidentally drawing a Sheila with only a few bullets remaining. Now Sheila will work off an ammo model, similar to Vantage, and constantly refill ammo when not in use. This should let players worry less about tracking the remaining ammo in Sheila, keep the weapon in the action more reliably, and allow Rampart to more freely place an extra turret for a teammate behind her walls without sacrificing her ult. Seer, focus of attention health bars persist for duration of silence. Heartbeat sensor, passive move speed has been increased to weapon sprint speed. Passive is now quieter when active. Upgrades, focus scan removed, and new split focus gain an additional tack charge. In this Recon focus season, we're making some changes to Seer to pull back on some of the sluggish sticking points around using his passive, and are adjusting his tactical to still have a unique benefit with the addition of player health bars this season. We're also experimenting with giving Seer access to more utility with his tactical with split focus. Now players will get to choose to opt into the longer range with the single all or nothing outcome, or gain the second charge with more chances to hit at the cost of overall silence time. Vantage, Echo relocation no longer requires LOS to Echo to launch. Can launch when LOS is blocked, can now cancel the tack mid-charge. Tacked reticle will turn red when Echo is behind you and you are launching. Will slide around boxes and geometry as best it can to reach Echo. Sniper's mark, second shot multiplier is now 2.5x, it was 2 times. Can hit reload when in ult to use an ulted cell. Spotter's lenses, new range tracking. Waypoint on ping within passive range will track enemies for 10 seconds. Will not show within 100 meters for each ally individually. Recon info added to all optics, expanded passive scanning screen area to be more consistent. Upgraded ultimate reload now also doubles ulted cell use speed in addition to providing 2 extra bullets. Oh man, this is a lot of information. Vantage has a number of improvements to her kit this season to make her more effective at what she's meant to do. Her ult now secures more damage against weakened prey on its follow-up shots. Her attack is now more reliable to allow for easier to reach echo in complex areas, and her passive has expanded to all optics, making it a useful part of her kit regardless of scope and without having to go unarmed. Additionally, her passive has a new tracking feature when pinging a target in your sights at long range, allowing Vantage and her allies to track the target at a distance more easily. Watson upgrades. Power pylon now regenerates shield charge. Split current is removed. Emergency power added, increases shield regen rate of interception pylon. While the split circuit upgrade harkened back to the old times and had interesting promise, most players found success bunkering around one stronger pylon rather than trying to hold space with two, and the upgrade was heavily outmatched. These changes aim to look into the shield generator aspect of Watson's ult and the potential for either a faster reset or more resilient ultimate. Maps. The pub and ranked rotation will be Broken Moon, E-District, and Storm Point. New E-District, Urban Island District of the city of Suotamo and Gaia, features 17 POIs designed for verticality with areas perfect for CQC. Exclusive map at launch, pubs for the first week after launch, and then ranked for the first 72 hours after launch. Modes. Bot Royale, new mode for the Apex's new and learning players. Battle as a squad against a smaller lobby of enemy bot squads and a quicker version of a standard Battle Royale match. Game rules are the same as in standard Battle Royale modes. Play with bots in your squad or bring your own human friends. Bot Legends overhauled as part of Bot Royale. Improvements made to path finding, shooting, ability deployment, interaction with game objects. Several legends were added as bots in Bot Royale, including Bangalore, Blood, Conduit, blah, 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 blah. Revival LTM, new respawn mechanic. Respawn into a sky dive near your teammate as long as one teammate is still alive. If all players die, the team is eliminated. Respawn timers. Respawn timers increase with each passing round. Respawn timers for your squad increase each time a squad mate dies. Respawn timers decrease when squad members deal damage, earn knockdowns, earn kills, execute enemies. Killing an enemy will reveal their squad mates for a brief time. Players start with blue knockdown shields. Respawning ends and all deaths are final upon reaching a specific round. Trios Revival. Respawning ends at round 5. Straight Shot Revival. Respawning ends at round 4. Straight Shot Revival starting on August 20th. Straight Shot returns as Straight Shot Revival. Features a new respawn mechanic found in the Trios Revival. Akimbo P2020 and Mozambique replaces single versions in loot. Enemy highlight and enemy health bars are enabled. Purple and gold tier LMGs will include the new gun shield generator hop-up. Mixtape. Akimbo weapons added into all Mixtape loadouts and gun run. R99 moves out of all loadouts, replaced with Akimbo weapon variants. Mixtape rotations, you can see on the screen here. I'm not going to go ahead and name all of those because my throat is going to give out already. And like I said, I have not slept. You're welcome. It's not a big deal. Just hit the like button. New player experience, welcome pass and challenges. For new accounts created after the launch of Shockwave, complete weapon challenges to progress through the welcome pass. Challenges can be completed in any BR mode and Bot Royale. Unique set of challenges designed around foundational skills. Welcome challenges do not refresh. Receive rewards for reaching each level of the welcome pass. If the player already has the reward in their inventory, they will receive the crafting medal's value instead. Start with 3 legends, Wraith, Bloodhound, and Lifeline. Unlock Bloodhound, Pathfinder, Gibraltar, and a legend of their choice through progression. Ranked. We will implement a brand new reset rule at the start of the new season. New season reset rules. No RP reset for Rookie 4 to Rookie 1. Players will keep the RP they have from the last split. Bronze to Platinum 4 will reset to Bronze 4, 1000 RP. Platinum 3 reset to Bronze 3. Platinum 2 reset to Bronze 2. Platinum 1 reset to Bronze 1. Diamond 4 reset to Silver. Silver 4. Diamond 3 reset to Silver 3. Diamond 2 reset to Silver 2. Diamond 1. Masters and above reset to Gold 4. Special cases. New players complete onboarding and above level 20, starting Rookie 4 with 1 RP. Returning players who didn't play last season, starting RP threshold for Bronze 4. The goal is to reset players to a tier that suits them based on their performance in the ranked league of the previous season when the new season begins. This allows them to start battling from a rank that better suits their skill level while protecting newcomers and low-ranked players. Additionally, a portion of the achievements of high-ranked players who performed well in the previous season is retained, allowing them to compete against opponents of similar skills right from the start of the new season. Ranked Rumble returns September 13th. I hope it doesn't, because what we're experiencing right now is pretty lame. Players can participate in matches without 10 matches limitations. There is no re-entry mechanic. Play as much as you want. Only your top 10 matches results count towards your final standings. If you get a better match score, it will replace your current low score. If you guys are trying it right now, is there a reason to even play it? The rewards are bad. I don't know why people are playing it except to get on the leaderboard, and most likely, since it's only showing 10 people, that's just going to be filled with cheaters and hackers and teamers and all that. So let me know your feedback on that, because I'm really hoping and thinking that I might need to reach out to some people or make a video on it, because I think we need to let people know it's not good. World Systems improved in-ring generation system. Bug fixes can no longer use death boxes through walls. Cleaning up disconnect players in Mixtape. Firing range mythic weapons are no longer taken away after respawning. Fix the storm point zipline that could kick players off too early. Fix bad actor ping crashes. Fix prowler spawn den. Bullet collision hole. Adaptive super sampling. These aren't really things that we really need to worry about. Death boxes. Improvements to help stop death boxes from getting stuck in doorways. Blocking exits should now be lootable, and broken doorways will now contain a shield core if the enemy disconnected before dying. Legend Altar's ult can no longer be used for free if you place it onto moving objects and use it immediately. Bangalore smoke highlights should no longer get blocked by other players. Fix an issue that let players affected by Catalyst Ultimate to see through Bangalore smoke. Movement hitch when using Seer's passive while unarmed should no longer occur. No more thefts from the explosive hold without warning, destroying Loba's black market. Quality of life, mantling the same location as your teammate won't knock you down. Mixtape gameplay, additional starting grenade added for control and lockdown. EVA 8 back into close quarters loadout. Faster health regen for all Mixtape modes. Lockdown score limit reduced to 400. Reconnect match timer reduced to 2 minutes. Team deathmatch score limit reduced to 40. Mixtape's Skulltown got a spawn audit. Nessie can once again bounce to their heart's content in the firing range. Speaking of, a new Nessie with appreciation for cinema has appeared around the firing range, and graphics largely optimized performance mode on Xbox Series X, S, and PS5 for more consistent frame rates and fewer resolution drops. Xbox Series 5 and or Series X and PS5 can expect 10 FPS or higher improvements in GPU intensive scenarios. DX12 fixed several causes of graphical corruption issues, large optimizations to both CPU and GPU performances. With these changes, we expect that the DX12 beta should now perform better than DX11 for the majority of players. PS remove adaptive super sampling video settings option. A small percentage of players use this option, and for those that did, receive no benefit from it unless they had a powerful GPU and low-res monitor. Mitigated performance impact of looking at death boxes and the intermittent performance spikes from champions banners. So that's it. That's about 18 pages of changes. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a new map, and I think that alone is going to be really refreshing. Because of that, I wanted to wait till this new season dropped to not distract from the video that I'm going to release with my interview for Destroyer 2009. The interview has been done for a couple of weeks now. We're just waiting to actually put the video out. I'm thinking that's going to be on Thursday. So if you're interested in that, make sure you have the notification bell on and set to all. I appreciate you guys. I will see you on stream tonight on twitch.tv/ilootgames, and then live tomorrow when the new season drops. Take care, everyone.
This is a whole new team. This is a whole new team.
Listen, my couch pull out, but I don't. Peace out, bitches! No, fuck! Oh my god! I hate this game! I fucking hate it!
Yo,
Don't clip that. Yeah, fuck me.